Good morning. Today you're going to be working on a shape poem for your poetry writing. And a shape poem is exactly like it sounds. It's shape, but you've written a poem in that shape. So you have to come up with something first that you really love, something that you feel like you have a lot of information and that makes you happy that you can write about. So I wrote about coffee because coffee makes me happy. I love coffee. And I sat down and I wrote down some things that reminded me of coffee, what I liked about coffee, just to kind of get some ideas ready so that when I go down to write my poem and sit down, I have some good ideas for me. So I have for coffee here, just a few things. It smells good. Aroma, that's how it smells. Steamy, hot, bubbly in the pot. It murmurs, it makes a little sound. It can be frothy and milky, that's how I like mine. And I always just have coffee in the morning. And so after I wrote down my things, I thought about my five senses, what we did on Monday and Tuesday. So then I started getting some of my stuff into writing. I can smell my coffee, the milk feels hot on my lips, the coffee is warm in my hands and the cup. So I just started thinking about all these ideas before I began writing. Then I started forming it into my coffee shape, and I have to kind of twirl all around here to read my poem. So you don't see an actual drawing of the coffee cup, but I did my words in the shape of that. And I'll tell you a secret, if you look super close, you can see there's light pencil line right there in my shape. So I did my shape first in light pencil, and then I did my writing around those light pencil marks. And later I'm gonna go back and erase them so that you can't see them, but I needed to use them as my guide because it was really hard to write and kind of draw as I'm writing at the same time. So I'm going to read you my poem. Remember, a poem can be anything you want. You can rhyme it. You don't have to rhyme it. Just whatever you want. Every morning I wake up and smell my favorite scent. I love the aroma of coffee beans. I can see the steam rising from my cup. The cup feels warm and a little bit hot in my hands. I can hear the coffee pot murmur as it begins to drip. I can feel the rich, frothy milk touch my lips. The coffee tastes smooth and creamy. Ah, ah, ah. Coffee tastes best to me with milk. Sometimes I put a dollop, that means a little bit, of sugar in my coffee. I can see the steam rise from my cup. And if you notice in the poem, I followed it around. So I did write upside down. So if I had this in my hands as a small paper, I would have to keep turning it around to read it. Okay, that's the way I chose to do it. You could choose to put lots of your words in the center, but remember you're making a shape of your poem. Have fun. I would love to see a picture of them and you reading them over Seesaw. Record your voice so I can hear what you've written. All right.